Looking sharp? Check. Silence? Check. Good internet? Check. Mic testing? Check. Google Chrome? Check. Great! Let's get started.
Hello teachers, a warm welcome to White Hat Juniors recruitment process. Today I will be doing the beginner trial class. Every class is for 1 hour. The class structure is typically broken down into a warm-up, which is of 5 minutes or 7 minutes, where you're building rapport with the student, establishing a good connect so that the next 45 minutes to 50 minutes go extremely well. The second part is the teacher activity, where you explain the concept followed by some activities that you will do to enforce the concept. Make sure that when you're doing a teacher activity, you give the student the instruction to be in the full screen mode. The third part is the student activity, where the student practices and you're watching out for mistakes, errors, or anything, suggestions that you want to give. At this point, the student is doing multiple activities which you are watching and ensuring that the concept is understood clearly and practiced enough. And in the end is a wrap-up, which is a summarization of the concept along with the activities done. At this point, you will award the student these hats to tell them that they did well in class, for encouragement, for creatively solving all the activities, for being sitting there for almost 50 to 55 minutes in a class without interruptions. Now the document, as you know, split into 3 sections. This is the activity that you're on, what to say when you're doing the activity, and what to do and how to do the activities. Of course, you will have read this document earlier and be prepared with the document. However, it becomes difficult to learn everything by heart, especially when you're conducting that activity for the first time. So you can refer to the class. So let us start with the class. My name is Gauri and I'm going to be your white hat teacher for today. What is your name?
Ayush.
Hi Ayush. Do you know what we are going to do today in class?
No, coding.
Yes, we will be learning how to code. Do you know what coding means? Great. Do know that we will have fun in this 1 hour and you will be learning new things. Okay? With a short game. Ayush, I'm going to call out some words and I want you to see and tell me if you know what these words are. Hola. Bonjour. Konnichiwa. Ni hao. Namaste. That sounds familiar. Yes. And hello. Do you know hello? Hello. Yes. Okay. So what are these words? What do you think I was saying?
Hello.
Yes, I was saying in hello in different languages. Hola was hello in Spanish. Bonjour is hello in French. Konnichiwa in Japanese. Ni hao in Chinese. And lastly, we said hello in English and namaste in Hindi, which you followed, right? And why did you follow it? Because I'm talking to you in a language that you follow, you understood namaste. Likewise, you also understood English, right? So for a computer to understand what we are saying, we need to talk to it or communicate with it in a language it follows. And computers follow coding. Okay, so we will be learning coding in a language called Blockly. Okay, which is nothing but the block programming language. Can you say that again? Which language are we going to study? Yes, Blockly. Okay, it's a block programming language. So teachers, this is the section that you're reading out. However, if you think that a child is going to be, so beginner students are typically going to be 6-year-olds or younger. So if you think that, putting the child at ease by asking, what are your favorite games? What do you do for fun? Have you looked at anything with coding? Have you played any kind of a game online? Those kind of things. Please ask those questions and get the child talking. Okay, it is very important that you build a rapport. Otherwise, the child is not going to be communicating with you. So this was the part of warm up where you're building a rapport with the student. So we have put down a standard content which we think is what you can follow. However, you can deviate here and say some things like, you know, what do you do for fun? Get to know the child, get acquainted with the student. Okay. Now, Ayush, let's play a game. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing, but you have to follow exactly what I'm doing. Okay. So this game is very similar to Simon Says. You have to do as I do. Okay. Raise your left hand. Raise your right hand. Okay. Touch your nose. Tap your head. Clap your hands. Give me a high five. Yay, this is a virtual high five. But that was very cool. You copied me, but I was also giving you some instructions. Do you know what instructions are? Okay. Instructions are nothing but commands to do some work or do something. Okay. So similarly, we can give the computer some instructions. Okay. So commands are nothing but instructions giving in a language that the computer follows. Which language is that, Ayush? Block. Yes, the block programming language. Okay. Okay. So now you know what I want you to do, Ayush. I'm going to show you an activity which you're going to love, absolutely love. I want you to click on the full screen. Do you see the full screen button there? Below your video, can you come into full screen? Teachers, at this point, you go into the teacher activity and click the first activity. Come back to the panel and share screen. This means you're sharing screen and you can stop sharing screen at any time. Toggle to the next tab. Hi Ayush, are you seeing my screen? What do you see? Look here, what are you seeing? Yes. So this angry bird needs to go and reach the naughty pig. And all these are nothing but commands or instruction. Now I will quickly tell you what we do. This is our workspace, okay? It's like an empty notebook. We have to fill it up with commands. You can drag from here and put it here. It has to connect with the when run. Do you see? Do you see how it's wanting to connect? And when I let go, you hear a tuck sound. Did you hear that? So all these commands, these block commands, remember we said block commands, allow the angry bird to move one block in that direction. Yeah. So N will allow it to go one block up, S will allow it to go one block down, E will allow it to go one block to the right, and W will allow it to go one block to the left. Okay? So can you tell me, where do you think the angry bird needs to go first? Look at this direction. Where do you think he will go? Left, which is the W block. Okay? I will put 1W. Do we want to run and see this? See? He moved one block to the left, right? But it's not complete yet. What do we need to do to complete it? You have to bring it one more block left, then 2 blocks down, 2 blocks to the right, and 1 block down again. Correct? So we need to give the computer that many commands. So I'm going to reset. Now watch as the computer moves. When I click run, it will move through the commands. Always when you finish writing your code, you check whether it is correct or not and it is working as you need it to. To do that, we will press the run command button. Watch, see, it is moving here. Computer is reading each block and this is how the angry bird reaches the naughty pig. However, let me show you one more. Okay. Our next activity is very similar. Now, this is an activity which tells you, what did we learn here? We learned that we can give commands to the computer to do something. Is that right? Yeah. Right. Now, we will apply that same logic in another lab. Okay. So all these labs allow you to apply the learning of the concept that you have learned. The next activity is a lab activity. All lab activities require a sign-in. Click on how it works. Click on Remix. This will prompt you for a sign-in. If you have a code.org login created, you can sign in here, or you can sign in with Google, Facebook, Microsoft. Any login works. Create a quick login. So I'm going to sign in here. This part, the when rabbit touches carrot, is something we will move and keep aside. We are going to focus on the when run. Now, we need the commands. We learned about commands. We need commands for the rabbit to go and reach the carrot. Yes? So you click on functions, and do you see these commands? Very similar to what we did here. Remember?
Yeah.
Yes. So these are predefined functions that we have created. So we have applied the concept of command in a predefined function, and it is available here. Let us just focus on the commands, and we will come to these functions at a later point. Can you tell me, E allows, if I drag and connect E, it will allow the rabbit to move to the east, one block. Okay?
Yes.
So Ayush, can you give me the commands? The rabbit can go down and east, he can go east and down, or he can do zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Okay? So you decide, how do you want to take the rabbit down to the carrot?
Take him east and then down.
Okay. You want me to take east first? Which is great. You have solved the puzzle. It looks like the rabbit has reached the carrot. Yes. Now we want to confirm, or as always, that when we write our code, whether it is right or wrong. And for that reason, what do we do? Yeah, we run our code, or we click on the run button. So I'm going to just click it and listen. That means it is correct. Okay. You already saw the rabbit jump, but we always run it and we see and check for whether it is correct. Now, if I want to reset and do it all over again, I just drag and drop from all the commands I've given and put it back. Do you see the delete bin? I just let them go back into, from here, back into my toolbox. There it is. And I am all ready to solve it another way, maybe all over again. However, maybe you want to change this and do something else. I'm first going to put this back. I'm going to allow you to make your own version of the game. And how do I do that? I click on the setup. Do you see this setup? ZZ setup? Yes. I just click on the edit. This opens the function dialog. Do you see the carrot? See, it says make a sprite carrot and scroll down, make another sprite called rabbit. Now let's say you do not want to feed the rabbit a carrot. Maybe you want to give it a cupcake. Okay. So these are all the different things that you can choose from. Additionally, if you want to do more, click on more. This is the entire animation library. Go into the foods category and look at what you would want the rabbit to eat. You can also navigate to the next page and check if there is anything that you like. So I want to give it some ice cream. And this is not the only place you will change it. You will change all the instances of the carrot. Okay. Now let's see this. When I close and come out, do you see that? There, your rabbit is now going to eat an ice cream. Let's say, now you will think and say, which rabbit eats an ice cream? So I'm going to make my own game. I want to change this to a little girl or a little boy. Okay. So now I have a little girl wanting to come and eat an ice cream. Right? And I have my own version of it. You can change the background color and make it a nice light pink. Do you think this looks cool? Yes, I like this. This looks better. No? Maybe we will keep this. Okay. One thing to note is do not change these names. We will learn how to change them at a later date. So carrot and rabbit. Now, why is it that you should not change this? You can change this, but what it means is you will have to go into functions and change each function here. Do you see this rabbit? Then you'll have to make all the changes. So right now for this class, we will just go about making our versions with images. Now this ends the part of the teacher activity. Come back to the panel. Now the panel is always with the tab with the red dot. Okay, come back here and stop sharing screen. Do you see this? Stop.
Yes.
Ayush, did you like the activities?
Loved it.
Did you like the girl going and getting ice cream? The version that I made? Did you see?
Yeah.
You can make your own version of the game. So with this, the teacher activity part is over. Now, Ayush, are you excited and wanting to start your own activity? Do you want to solve some puzzles?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you click on the first activity? But before that, I want you to share your screen. Do you see the share screen? At this point, the students share screen. Help the student with instructions to share screen and you go into full screen mode. Okay, I will get into full screen now. Okay. Now, which is the first activity you're seeing? You're seeing the angry bird. Can you do that? Okay. Can you solve it? This is an easy one. Can you give me the commands? The toolbox, drag into your workspace. How will he go? Yes, we click the run button. Very nice. Okay, you can do all these activities later. Can we come back to the video panel? Always look out for the tab with the
Dot.
yes. Come back to your panel. Nice. Let's do the spelling bee crossword. Do you know what spelling bee is? Click on the second link. Do you see? Spelling bee crossword. Cool. What does it say? Move this bee. Now this is a speller bee, okay, which is always doing spellings. Okay. Spelling bee actually is a competition. It tells you a spelling and you have to type out the spelling or say the spelling. Yeah. So here we are looking to do the spelling west, which is spelled as W-E-S-T. Do you know where the west is? Can you look for it in that puzzle block, the entire grid? Can you look for it? Right. A hint is to look at the place where the bee is looking, okay, or the bee is pointing. So what are the commands you will give? Each block makes the bee go one step or one block forward in that direction, right? So come on, fill it up, fill your workspace with commands. See, the bee is happy. Let's do the next one quickly. You are very good with spellings, Ayush.
Thank you.
Okay. We have to spell north. And tell me where the bee is looking. Can you find north in the grid?
Yes. Here.
Right. So, can you do the commands on your own?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Now, the other way to do this is there is a step button. Do you see the step button below the grid? This allows you to step one step at a time through the code. So it will execute one command at a time. Okay. Let's run the step button this time. Yes. Now you have to press it one more time. And do you see the spelling that is getting formed below? N-O-R. Yes, in the green block. Yes. T-H. Nice. That is lovely. Okay, now there are multiple exercises you can do. However, let's come back to our video panel and do the lost astronaut. Would you like to do that? We will do this very quickly, okay?
Yeah.
What will you do? Click on how it works. Click on remix. Okay, I see Ayush, you are already signed in, okay? However, at this point, it will prompt you for a sign in. Remember that when you're signing in and creating an account, create a student account. Ayush, can you click on student? Yes. Okay. Then you already have your name. The age should be greater than 15. It is safe to put 21. The reason for it to be 15 here is all lab activities require guided practice. Since here, and hence the age is 15 and above for all the labs. Since here I will be monitoring all your activities in the labs, it is okay to put it as 21. Okay, pull the when astronaut touches spacecraft to the side. The green block that you're saying? Yeah, put it to the side, pull it to the side. Okay, now go into functions. Do you see functions block?
Yeah.
Give the commands so that the astronaut will come and reach the spaceship. Can you do that?
Yeah.
How do you want it to go? Zigzag, first right and then down, first down and then right?
So
Okay, that's nice. I see that you have solved it. And how do we know whether it's correct? Did you see that? Yay, your code is correct. Okay, so this is your astronaut game. You know how to already change it, right? We saw that part. If you want to change it, you click on the Z setup, right? And if you want to solve it all over again, what do? You just drop those commands back from the SSS, put them back into the, drag them back into the toolbox. You'll see a bin. Drag that entire thing back into the toolbox. See? Lovely. Do a reset. Do a reset. Okay, great. So we have come to the end of our class and you did really, really well. Okay, and you deserve points or hats for doing all your activity so well. So let us just summarize. What did we learn today?
Blockly.
Blockly. We learned how to give commands to a computer in a language that it follows, which is Blockly. Teachers, this is the wrap-up section where I'm summarizing. Now, what is a command? Command is an instruction which tells the computer what to do. And today we programmed or coded using block programming language or Blockly. And you were so good that I want to give you 10 marks for persistence and for solving the activity so well. Another 10 points, which is you will get a hat. I want to doff my hat to you. Okay. And for concentration, you will get another 10 points. You get all of 30 points in class. And you did really, really well. Yes, Ayush? Now, can you call your parents? I'm sure they are also very curious to know what the class is about, what the course is. Call the parents to join, introduce yourself, and celebrate the kids' accomplishment in front of the parents. Hello, sir. Your child did really well. Ayush was so good in class. It seems like he has an inherent talent for coding. He was among the very few kids who got all three hats. I hope he's really bright, and I hope he will enroll for the course, where he will create entrepreneur-ready apps which thousands of the world may download and use. Let me give you a quick summary of what learning in the course will be. Our course follows a project-based learning philosophy, where the kid applies the concepts they learn to build apps and games. The course is structured into 3 modules. The Game Developer Certification, which is the first 8th class, where they learn core fundamentals to make their first steps into game development. The second is the App Development Certification, which is of 48 from the 8th class to the 48th class, where your kid will be one of the youngest in the world to become a certified Android and iOS developer. Kids will learn user interface and user experience design to create powerful front-end app design. Every kid builds a professional app which will be published on the Play Store in as little as 40 hours of coding. The third module is the AI and the space technology module, where they will learn advanced data modeling and machine learning and they will use this to create space tech simulations. Yes, I will show you a few of the projects that they will build in the duration of the course. If you click on student activity, can you click on student activity 4, jump on gravity? Okay, if I press M, it shows me the gravity or the feeling of gravity on Mars. When I press E, you can do the same. Earth has a larger gravity than Mars, and hence the astronaut will come back down on Earth sooner. Now let's try O, which is the gravity on Moon. This is how astronauts feel in space on Moon. Did you see that? That's like almost floating. Press O, you will see the astronaut jump up and high. So this and some more space tech simulations is what you will build during of the course. Now, can you click on student activity 5, the Hiranya app video? Hiranya Rajani is one of the students, or early students of White Hat Junior, who was 6 years old. Hiranya's brother was differently abled. Within 40 hours of coding, learning to code, Hiranya made a sign language app for people with hearing disability. What the app does is it translates text in different text written into the app into sign language. All handicapped kids in her community are now using the app. Now I will show you some of the artifacts or some of the projects that you will be building during the course of during the course. Our course brings in loved themes that kids like. Do you see this? Do you like Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is some coding that you will do. You will build this. Similarly, we have Kung Fu Panda now chasing dumplings. You remember that movie where Po was chasing dumplings? Notice how every time he catches the dumpling, he gets a score. He gets a point. This is part of the game development area of the course. Now let's see the football flip book. This is Messi at practice. So this is not a video that is playing, but this is code behind this, which is making behind this app, which is making Messi do different frames, move different frames, and move out of the frame at one end and enter from the other end. This is all the coding that you will do. Now let's look at Minions. Do you like Minions?
Love.
You love Minions? So do I. Look at that. Do you see him rolling? Do you see them rolling their eyes? Isn't it cool? All I'm doing is I'm moving my mouse. So we will teach you how to do all this in the course. Okay. Now let me show you a fun game. So this is one of the many fun games you will build. Okay. Now this horse has to and avoid hurdles. Do you see that? And this game goes on and on. Oops. Oops. When he hits a hurdle, he will lose a point. When he gets a hay bundle, he will there. Oops. Oops. Gain a point. Do you see that? How the points are coming through? Yes? Lovely. Then I will now show you, okay, one more game that you will like. So then we are doing a lot of games like Play Snake. And now Peppa Pig has to burst the balloons which match the color of her shoes. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yes. You can put a lot of sound, etc. We pulled out all the sound effects here so that you are able to see this. See, every time the right color and she's able to gain a score. The wrong color and there she goes. Everything comes back to 0. Do you see that? Boo, 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll be building such lovely games. Now the course also integrates a lot of space tech and STEM, which is nothing but science, technology, engineering and math. Let me show you some simulations of all that kids will be building in the duration of the course. See about how days turn into evenings and eventually night, and the sun comes out again. This is all coding that they will be doing. Now let me show you. It's the solar system. Everybody is intrigued about the solar system. Kids love it. You will be building your own solar system simulation. Do you see the planets of the solar system going around in their orbits?
Right.
You will be coding this. We also have a hurricane simulation. This is what happens when there are hurricanes. See, on a press of a key, whenever it comes near a... Do you see what it did? They create havoc, destroying everything. And this is a simulation. And there is also simulation of how plants grow. They need water to grow. Okay, and there is a cactus. Do you see this little cactus here? And let's make it grow. Do you see it has grown a bit? See? These are some of the great things that you will be learning. Also, I will show you a link. So these are all the Play Store apps that we have published. These apps are made by our White Hat students. Each app is unique in its own way and serves some utility. When you find time, do go to the Play Store and take a look at all the apps that the kids have built. Yes. So I will now end the class. I would want you to continue being on the panel where you will get to see the course details, the curriculum and the pricing. Also, our educational counselor will reach out to you. Ayush, I hope you had a great class. You will enroll.
Yes, I will.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. At this point, since the class is complete, click on the class completed.